Hello guys, my name is Abhijit Aras and welcome back to the part 2 video of the Staad Pro tutorials. In previous video we saw the geometry section inside the Staad Pro software. In this video we are going to see the general part inside the Staad Pro software. If you didn't watch the previous video, you can watch the video by clicking the card shown at the right hand side of the screen right now. And in general tab we need to provide width and depth of the structural members, and then providing supports to the building, and then providing loads to the structural members, etc. To provide the size or width and depth of the building, depth of the structural members, first you need to go to the property tab and then go to the define button. Then here we can see some of the shapes: circle, rectangle, T, trapezoidal. These are the shapes of the structural member that we need to create. I am going to create a rectangle beam with this is the depth. OID is the depth of the value. Here we can provide, I'm providing 0.45 meter in depth and 0.3 meter in width, and then clicking add button. Then here now the section is created. Then we have to apply this section to the structural members that we wanted to add. In this in this case I am using the old beam I created on the previous video. I am going to apply this section to this beam. For that, select the beam, then assign to selected beams, assign, yes. Now the property has been assigned to these beams. Then we have to provide supports to the building. For that, go to the support tab. Here, by clicking the create button, we can create the fixed support, pinned support, etc., or which type of support we wanted to create. Here I am going to provide a fixed support at both ends of the beam. For that, click add button. Then we need to select it and select nodes cursor. Then select the beams that we want to apply this fixed support. Then select assign to selected nodes, assign, yes. And then if I want to provide a pinned support at the center, then we need to click create again, then click on pinned, then click add. Then we need to select the pinned support and then select this node and then do the same as assign to selected nodes, assign, yes. Now the supports have been assigned to this beam. Then we can apply load to the beam. For that, go to load and definition tab. Here we can see definitions, load cases details, load envelopes. In load cases details we can provide different types of loads, as I am providing load type as dead, then live, or we can see many type of loads: dead, live, roof live, wind, seismic, snow, fluids, soil, etc. Then we can uh, apply auto load combination. For example, if you wanted to consider the factor of safety of the building by according to the Indian code or any of these codes, we can provide. For that, select Indian code, then generate loads. Then we can select which factor of safety we want to apply to this whole structure. For that, select that, then click add, then close. Here we added the load case 1 as dead load. For that, select that, then click add. Here we can see different type of load: self height, nodal load, member load, physical member load, area load, floor load, plate loads, surface loads, etc. In this, by using this self height, we can directly generate the self height of the structural members uh, by using this software, because this Staad will automatically create the self height of the structural members by using the property of the material used and the size of the beams or any structural members. By clicking this add, we can add self weight to this load case. Then we have load case 2. In this case, for example, I am going to provide, let me check the dimension of this beam. Here it is 5 meter 5 meter. I am going to provide an UDL force of uh, 2 kilonewton per meter from this point to the center of this beam, and a point load on this support pinned support, and then a load similar to this load on in here also. For example, if we are going to add that kind of load, as I said, for that select load case 2, then click add. Then here we need to go to the member load for applying uniform force, adding uniform force as minus 2 kilonewton per meter. Here we can change the distance where we want to start applying the load. For example, if I want to apply a load from 2 meter from this edge, we can provide d1 as 2 meter, and then at the end point also we can provide as per our requirements. Here I am using UDL from starting point to 2.5 meter, and then you can click add button. Then by using the similar method, we can add uniform moment. That will allows us to add the moment in the same way. And then we have a concentrated force. That means, as I said, I'm going to add a 2 kilonewton load, point load in this pinned support joint. For that, select concentrated force, then give value as minus 2 kilonewton. Then provide d1 value. Here d1 value is d1 value from this edge is 5 meter, because that's the length of the beam, length of the first span of this beam. Then we can click add button. Then we can add constant moment similarly. Then linear varying, that means uniformly varying load, and then trapezoidal, hydrostatic, etc. Then other loads also we can add these any type of loads. Plate loads means loads applying on plates that can be added in the form of pressure or concentrated load or partial plate pressure, trapezoidal or hydrostatic. Water pressure. Hydrostatic means water pressure or element joint load also. Then after creating the load cases, we need to assign the load cases to this beam. For that, sulfate is acting entirely in this beam. For that, select sulfate and then select assign to view, assign, yes. Then we need to assign this uniformly distributed load. For that, select the beam and then click assign to selected beams, assign, yes. This will apply load from beginning point to 2.5 meter, as here we can check it. The full span of the beam is 5 meter. Here we added until 2.5 meter from this left edge. If you want to apply the load in this span only, then we can remove this by using the load edit cursor. By double clicking it, it will show the load case details. Here it is a uniform force of -2 kilonewton. This is a problem with assigning. If I wanted to apply it in on this beam only, then we need to edit it, then uncheck this mark and then click change, then click close. It will apply only to the first beam only. Then we need to assign this load to this point. For that I need to select this beam, then click on assign to selected beams, assign. Yes, now the load is assigned to that point correctly. Then we have material tab. In this tab we need to select the material as concrete and then click assign, then click yes. We can continue the remaining part of this design on next video. Like this video if this video is helpful for you, and subscribe to my channel for more future updates. And if you have any doubts regarding this video, you can ask me in the comment section down below. Thanks for watching. See you in next video.